Hi again, it's Mallory with Mallory's Corner, and I'm excited to share with you today some tips and tricks on how to style a table for a dinner party or lunch, whatever you prefer. So today I want to just show you a couple of the things that I find most helpful that kind of go by the wayside, or you may not even be thinking about as you start to entertain some guests in your home. So first would be just your basic setup, which I think always looks beautiful. A classic plate with your fork to the left, your knife to the right with the knife side facing inward, and your spoon next to that. This is just a timeless setup. It looks great on your table, has everything you need. You can always add an extra fork for your meal as it requires it, but not needed for something like this. Your glassware will fit in here, but today I just want to show you the place setting. There are so many different ways to place a napkin and kind of create a special moment for people as they sit down. One of my favorites is just your classic fold on top of a plate. I think it looks really clean and beautiful. You can also place to the side or just tuck underneath for guests as they arrive for a little waterfall. I'm going to show you today my favorite fold, which is actually known as the menu fold. And this is fun for kind of tucking little things into your napkin. So I fold about 3/4 of the way over with a quarter left down below. Fold that up, and then you're going to flip it over and fold it in quarters. And knock all the forks while you do it. So there we have just a simple menu fold. The reason I like this one, I'm just gonna pop over here and grab a little texture, and you can tuck that right into the napkin, and it already creates such a nice little element on the table. So it's something a little different. It gives that element of a place to call home instead of just sitting right on top of the napkin, and looks beautiful for your guests as they arrive. It could be a flower, a leaf. You could write someone's name on that leaf in gold pen and tuck it on there, and you have a quick and easy way to show people where they're sitting. Now I want to go through really quickly some tips and tricks as you style your centerpiece. A lot of times people just put a beautiful arrangement in the middle here. This arrangement, if you peek back at the other video, was made from all things bought at the grocery store and foraged from the yard. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to make something really impactful and beautiful. So I always start with the centerpiece in the middle if you are working with one design. It just sets everything off and looks gorgeous. The next thing I bring in is candlelight. Even if it's during the daytime, there's something so warm and wonderful about having candles burning on a table. So we have kind of a mix of pillars over here. We've got some that have little wood texture, and then just beautiful deep tones in here. And what I recommend is clustering. So they don't have to always be threes. A lot of times people feel stuck by the rule of threes, but just creating little clusters makes it more impactful as you are placing it on your table. Just like that. Now the last thing I do is I will grab any leftover greenery from designing or clip from my yard, and to soften the table as a whole, I create what I like to call a faux garland. So it's not actually connected, but you can tuck little pieces of greenery in throughout your candles just to soften the space, and it creates a look of connecting the design as a whole down the table. It also brings a little height for something that can sometimes fall flat. It's a nice way to build it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna tuck each of these little elements in here and give a little more life down the table. And voila, there you have it. It's just something that makes it feel fresh and thoughtful as you're doing a tablescape, and it welcomes your guests to sit down and enjoy a lovely meal with you.